Welcome to Sterling High School. It is October 21st. We are in the TV studio. This is the Castle Connection. October is my favorite month. I'm joined by Miss Lauren Cooker, guidance counselor. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you.
How was the start of the school year?
Start of the school year is great.
Very good. Ms. Cooker is in her second year here with us. It's been awesome to have you. Challenging time, obviously, connecting with students throughout the year, but you've been doing a fantastic job. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Ms. Cooker also is our wellness coordinator.
Mental health coordinator.
Mental
yep.
health coordinator. Thank you. Mental
Correct.
health coordinator at Sterling High School for this year, which we're going to talk a little bit more about a little bit later. But first, I want to come up with a couple announcements. First is a huge congratulations to girls soccer. Girls soccer has locked down the Colonial Conference division title for the first time in school history. Congratulations to the girls soccer team for that. Also want to give a shout out to field hockey. Field hockey beat West Deptford yesterday, which is the first win over West Deptford in maybe 2 decades or more. So a big win at home to finish out their home season. While we talk about sports, big game for the boys soccer and girls as they take on West Deptford. Boys soccer with the win will be able to clinch the division title as well. I also want to give a shout out and stress the importance of sportsmanship. Sportsmanship carries both on the court, off the court, on the field, off the field, and it is by both coaches, parents, and players. So my stress to you is that we as a community are taking pride in sportsmanship. I would think over the last 10 years, Sterling High School has won the Sportsmanship Award in the Colonial Conference, I believe 4 times in the last 10 or 12 years, which is probably more than any other school. It is something that we, Mr. Sheehan, kind of laid that foundation. Myself, Mr. Manlove, take very great pride in sportsmanship in our athletic department. We want to ask for your participation in that process. Okay, a couple other things. School IDs, make sure students are continuing to wear their school IDs. Not only that, but we want to start to recommend that if you are a student that you start to have a copy of your vaccination card. Now you can have that either on your persons in a hard copy, or if you have it in the docket in the mobile app, or just a picture of it, that will be satisfactory. And here's why it's important. If there's a close contact scenario, which there has been inside the high school, one of our first questions is, are you vaccinated? And the quicker ability for you to show proof of that, the quicker that you can go right back into whatever activity or class that you are going with. So we're encouraging you. We are not formally asking for submission of vaccinations by students at this time, but we would encourage you to have verification that you have it on your person. So I would get it right on your cell phone. That's the way to go if I'm you. Also, other pandemic update is that the updated health document has been made by the New Jersey Department of Health. So I'm going to point to the website real quick. If you look at the one banner we have, and let me see, the banner looks like this one, the Safe Return Plan. So if you click on the Safe Return Plan, it's going to take you to all of our plans. These are all the memos from Mr. Sheehan, all of the procedures, and if you scroll to the bottom, it does have the New Jersey Department of Health update. And this latest update is from October 8th, 2021. This is the guidance that we go by. They developed this, the New Jersey Department of Health, through CDC recommendations. It's passed on and confirmed by our local county Department of Health. And so we use this to determine close contact scenarios, timelines. Also has travel recommendations, mask recommendations. So again, just want to point that to your attention. All right, so going back to the website, if you go to the main page of the website, I want to get back to why Ms. Cooker's here and we're talking about mental health. If you go to, oops, that's not the right page. If you go to guidance, underneath the guidance tab, we created a wellness tab. Now, don't worry, the computer's not functioning for me. It's all right, guys. Give me one more chance here. Guidance, wellness tab. There we go. Okay, so mental health is a big key. So the federal government and the state governments have provided tons of resources in terms of financial resources in the pandemic and post-pandemic. Some of that has been certain grants, which we've had to apply for. Grants requiring specific functions, trainings, and activities for mental health. So that's kind of one of the roles. So we've set up a mental health committee. Can you tell me about the mental health committee?
Yeah, so the guidance department, along with administration, has set up our mental health committee called United by Wellness. And within that committee, we're focusing on a lot of school-wide programs and activities to promote mental health for the kids. Some of them that we have for this semester include culinary, meditation, yoga, guided mindfulness, and the idea is that we want to make sure that students feel connected and supported within the school.
That's great. So, we're coming off a time where some students this year came to school for the first time. They might have been fully remote for 18 months previous to that. So getting back into the school environment is tough. Being involved in activities is tough. So we wanted to provide new and creative activities for them. So these are pretty awesome. So they're on the website if I could point you to them. So for example, culinary, and I was able to observe this the other day with Mr. Riley. It was a fantastic presentation. He did, it was 2 days ago. It was berries.
Berries in the brain.
And the brain. It was fantastic. Talking about the impact of different berries, the healthfulness to them, and then just different recipes. Very cool. So these you can sign up for. It's how long are each of these set of activities?
Ideally, we're trying to run our rotations for 6 weeks. This is the first time we're starting it off, so a little trial and error, but yeah, you can sign up on the website, and the counselors also all have the link for students to sign up, and students also did get the link to sign up in their email.
Okay, good. So we'll send the email. We're going to put it on the website. We did tweet it too. I see the guidance office has it there. If you're not following along on Twitter, make sure you do that. If they missed the first one, can they still go?
Of course, yeah. Sign on up. Just reach out to your counselor. Stop by the guidance office. We'll get you in there.
And these are currently running right after school?
Yep, right after school.
All right, very good. Yep. So really excited about some of these activities. Tremendously thrilled with the volunteering of the staff to come up with different ideas and working together as a team to provide different ideas for the students.
Absolutely, and we want to meet the needs of the kids, and if students or parents have other ideas for us, we're on board.
All right, great. So we're looking at a 6-week session, and then we're going to kind of regroup and maybe come up with another set.
Yep, that's how it's going to work.
Awesome. Thank you for your role in this and partnering with the staff to get that done. So we want to encourage you guys to sign up for those activities. They're great activities that are available to all students, most of which are happening after school. Very fun. So please get involved and do that. Those are the main announcements for this week. Ms. Cooker, thank you for joining us. Have a great week. And as always, go Knights.